Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about this question in which we are given an array and we need to find whether that given array is sorted or not. Okay. So input example can be 10, 20 and 30. For this we need to print yes because they are sorted in ascending order 10, 20, 30. Then again we have another example 10, 20, 20, 30 in which we can see two elements are repeating. So for repeating case we can say it is sorted. Okay. So it can be equal but it shouldn't be less than the previous element. Okay, it should always be greater than the previous element. So that is the condition for sorted. Now for this condition you can see 10, 5, 2, it is not a sorted. So for this we are saying no. Okay, and for empty it should print yes, and for even a single element it should print yes because single element has no values for comparison. So for that also we are returning or basically printing yes. Now what can be the basic idea for solving this question is, so I'll give the basic idea and other part you need to code by yourself. You just try by yourself, try to pause the video and guess the or write the output or code for the problem. Okay, so you can see here we are taking example in which we are calling this array as A. Okay, and we have values like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and n equal to 5 for this case. For indexing we have started from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and here is the condition in which we are checking the element. We are starting our iteration from I equal to 1. Okay, we are starting our iteration from I equal to 1 and from here we are checking the previous element, that is first we are checking I0 and I1, then we are going to check I1 and I2, then we are going to check I2 and 3, then we are going to check I3 and 4. This is how we are going to check, and we are going to check like if I or if array of I is less than the previous element. So for that case we are just returning false, and for other cases we are just returning true. Means if all the elements doesn't satisfy or basically pass this loop, which means it is already sorted, for that we are printing true. So this is the sub part for the function you need to write. So basically you need to write a function in which it is taking input from input like array and the size of the array from the main, and it is trying to print the or basically return the boolean values, whether if it, for example if it is sorted, then for that case we need to return true, and for if it is not sorted, then for that case we need to return false in the main function. So you can try to pause the video and try to code by yourself. So let us jump into the code part and see the implementation for this code. So here we are having a main function in which we are taking integer n and we are taking here in, and we are declaring an array of size n, and here we are taking each and every value or taking basically filling the array here. Okay, now here we have if else condition in which we are checking if the function is returning a false, then for that case we need to print not sorted, else it might be it is obviously will be returning true. For that case we are printing sorted. Okay, so let us see what this check if sorted function does. So here is a check if function. It is taking input array and an integer n value, and it has started our iteration from I equal to 1. It goes till I less than n, I plus plus, and here we are checking I array of I should be less than, if it is less than array of I minus 1, for that case we are returning false, and for all other cases we are returning true. Okay, I hope you got it. Just let's try to give some example. So we have three values 1, 2 and 3. So can you guess the output for this code? It will be sorted here. Okay, now if we give like 2 also, then also it will print sorted because it is equal, and if we give 1, then for this case it will print not sorted. Okay, I hope you got the basic idea for this problem. We'll meet in the next video with another interesting problem.